first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Begin by running the option. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
His way forward for a couple up past the 30. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Packers nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Irvin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
At the 26-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess.
Rodgers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Packers.
And again, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Coleman now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Mostert. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brought down at the 37-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate. Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for it.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Des Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Niners 14, Packers 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. James now to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you
yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Kaepernick going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And down he he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On first down, Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Green Bay.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones.
Jordan Love.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And Adams has it complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Niners' 44-yard line.
Love from the gun. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
Love's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself with that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. On 3rd down, Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flushed out right. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And Lewis has it, the tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They're going option play on 3rd down. A quick toss outright. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Turnover on downs.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cap, he's going to look to run. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his second year with the Niners. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 29-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Jerry Jeudy. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Kaepernick now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Look down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Run and through the air. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Niners 31, Packers 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Alan Lazard. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Rodgers to throw once more. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Kaepernick's going to keep it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is going to be Packer football.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. A pass there over the middle to start things out. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On second down, here's the option. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to right around the offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The ball carrier.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs. Looking deep for Julio. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Yes, folks, that is one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Kaepernick. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Mostert. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get over.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 38, Packers 7. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 13.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now whistle. Packer lineman was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Check 43.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a
dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He sets to fire. Got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Josh Jackson on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Throwing his Kaepernick on third down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. 20! And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. Just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And out across midfield down to the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Mike's 50. I got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
3rd and long.
Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle